Welcome to our show, and thanks for our subscribers. Numbers are climb up, and we have our co-host Andrew Work, founder and editor-in-chief of Harper Times, and of course me, founder of Solution on Wheels, and
Vincent Wong. Don't forget your name.
Thank you.
I know we've got our loyal watchers, but it could be your first time watching.
All right. So today, I want to share with you my experience.
Okay.
I've met a guy from the AA, the Airport Authority.
Oh, not the Alcoholics Anonymous?
Not the Automobile Association.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, Airport Authority, who told me that they are not building the third runway, but the 3-runway system. We're not just building an additional runway.
Not just,
but we are implementing a 3-runway system. So they're not building a third runway, but
a whole system.
Planning.
It's like a 3-runway ecosystem. Okay.
Yeah, it's much bigger.
Got it.
Grandeur. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So this week, what does that have to do with This Week in Politics? Well, earlier this week, we had a special subcommittee to follow up issues related to the 3-runway system at the Hong Kong International Airport. And it was all about, and I think this is something a lot of people haven't thought about yet, is making the airport one of the greenest airports in the world. And also making it a smart airport. You want a smart city? I guess you got to have a smart runway, a smart airport.
Yeah.
So they're looking at some of the measures for this, and so they're looking at energy efficiency, right? Water consumption, air quality, and waste management. All right, those are the 4 big ones, both in construction and in kind of managing the system once the airport is, or the 3-runway system is up in place. So what are they looking at? Green credentials, right. The shading strategy, energy efficiency in terms of making sure the building is well shaded so it doesn't absorb too much heat energy. When it does, there are measures for having the heat flow out so they don't have to just blast out crazy aircon all the time. I'm sure they still will. High performance facade glazing, roof glazing strategies. So all this is going to be part of the plan.
Okay, I want to share with you something.
Sure.
It's the Airport Authority guy told me.
Okay, and what did he tell you about this?
You have been to the Terminal 1 and the Terminal 2 of the Hong Kong International Airport, right?
Sure.
Did you know that only one is designed by Norman Foster, right? Only Terminal 1.
And Terminal 2 is designed by Joey Wong of Fan Ling's independent contractor?
Anyway, the point is, did you notice a very interesting phenomenon?
Okay.
That for Terminal 1, their exhibition is kind of always metallic or pretty ugly, I would say. Do you know why?
Oh, okay.
Do you know why?
I don't know. I haven't really thought of that.
Because of their environment-friendly fire extinguish system of Terminal 1.
Right.
So for Airport Terminal 1, they have this system that when there's a fire, or when there were a fire,
if there ever will be a fire,
then they will have this compartmentalized gates.
Okay.
Trap the air,
like in a submarine.
Suck out the air.
Oh, really?
So that the fire cannot further.
Right. Starve it of oxygen.
Yeah, using the salvage of oxygen method. Because of this system, a lot of the contractor, especially exhibition contractor, will be restricted in the amount of paints they can use, the amount of wood board they can use.
Oh, really?
Because if they use too much wood board or if you use spray, it will change the density of the air. So
really?
Yeah,
this is fascinating.
It's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like I'm trying to describe something which you will see in Discovery Channel.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so next time I'm in the airport, but you're now looking at SOW Channel, right?
Yeah.
But great stuff.
So that
we're talking about Hong Kong.
So that impacts on the kind of artwork they can bring in.
Yeah, because if you have too complicated or too complex exhibition, then the system didn't work. And for safety reason, they have huge restriction on that.
Wow.
So I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't know.
we want to be the technological pioneer. And the airport is the best place to show such technology to the world. Robotics, radio frequency ID.
Yep, that's all part of the plan for the smart part of the airport. So they're going to be bringing all that in. Automation, which will mean fewer workers.
Oh.
So they're looking to bring in things that, of course, they're stressing the fact that, like, for example, new baggage systems will enable, they will result in people having less stress as the machines move around more heavy baggage, but they're also saying it's going to mean, they're not emphasizing the fact it's going to be fewer workers. Not that that's really a problem here given our labor situation, but what else? They'll be transitioning to almost entirely electric vehicles at the airport and have a big electric vehicle fleet.
Lovely.
They will be following in the footsteps of Hong Kong Electric, who are well ahead in that measure. So also quite interesting. So these are some of the things that you can look for in our new airport.
Yeah, I just find it we didn't know a lot of great technological execution in Hong Kong. And we should keep an eye on that one.
We'll tell you what, so people can find out more. When we post this up on our YouTube and our Facebook and everything, we will put a link to the document about this down below. And people can have a look at it and find out more about the green and smart measures going into our new airport. Technology guys, get your piece of that contract action.
Smart audience watch smart show.
That's
With that, I have to thank my smart co-hosts. Good work, Andrew.
Hey, thanks. Always looking for great solutions, Vincent.